get on the
get
horse.
talking.
Get on the fucking horse.
The Barbarella horse.
The Barbarella horse. The sexy Barbarella horse.
Episode 11, everybody.
Here we are, episode 11.
Thanks for
sticking with us all these years.
for coming on this journey with us.
Yeah.
Just same thing.
Cheers.
Same thing. You should be used to this by now.
Yeah.
We're just gonna review a movie and
talk some shit.
But
cut the cheese.
We
There
got
is any cheese.
I personally don't have any cheese.
You don't have any cheese
At the moment, no. I've got cheddar. Obviously, I've got cheddar. That's a standard. I don't count that as a cheese. I mean, it is a cheese, obviously, but that's like a standard.
It needs to be in the house.
That's like a standard household item. That's as essential as like loo roll, isn't it? And
yeah. Never without cheddar.
Never without a bit of cheddar, because you don't ever know when you're going to need.
Oh, actually, on the subject of cheese, I did buy some St. Anger. Finally,
did you?
Finally.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's quite strong,
Considering
isn't it?
I've never thought I'd like blue cheese. I've been eating a lot of blue cheese recently.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, you know? It's like coffee. It's one of those things you're like, I'm not sophisticated enough to like this yet. And then one day you go, oh yeah, actually I like it.
Clearly I've not got there
You become a gentrified knobhead who drinks like, coffee that's been filtered through a squirrel's anus.
Yeah, and then talk about hipster things.
Well,
clearly you just don't understand.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
I ride my bicycle to work because I care about the environment and stuff.
Yeah. I quit working for that company just because they were making too much money. And I didn't want to be part of the problem.
I didn't want to be part of the machine.
Yeah, exactly. No offence to our gentrified listeners. You are a bunch of fucking tools.
But we still love you.
But still listen.
Please send us some emails. I mean, if they want to send us some abuse, I'm quite happy with that.
Quite down with that. I'm by nature quite a confrontational asshole, so fucking bring it on.
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Right. So what's new with you, Del?
Well, Overwatch came out.
It did.
I'm not sure what happened since then. Life's just been a bit of a blur.
You played the shit out of it.
I haven't played anything else.
What level are you at?
25?
25. I think I've just hit 12, so I'm a ways behind. Yeah, but I've been playing other stuff.
Like literally, I've played nothing.
Nothing but
I played like 2 games of Rocket League, I think, and
which is
10
half
minutes
an hour.
Yeah,
like at the
half
most.
hour at best.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are you thinking? Best game ever? Maybe, possibly. Best game of this generation, I think, for shooters, definitely.
It's been a long time since I've gelled with a shooter as much as Overwatch is.
I would agree. Even when you're doing badly, it's still a awful lot of fun. Yeah.
Like when defeat comes up, I'm never like, oh, fuck's sake.
When it does come up, I'm usually like, that wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
I was on the objective.
I'm like, oh, that's a good push.
Yeah.
I was having a nice game the other night because throughout the PS4 you don't ever seem to really get people talking over the in-game voice chat.
No.
And this one guy was on it playing his fucking music really loudly so you couldn't hear anything going on.
God's sake.
And at the beginning we lost the point first really hard and he was like, this fucking team, worst team I've ever fucking seen.
Trash talking motherfucker.
You motherfucking dickheads. And then after 6 minutes of defending really fucking well, he was like, alright, maybe it was okay. We actually won that. How'd that happen? And then I turned my mic like, worst team ever. Just like, stab him in the back a bit.
Yeah, well, why not?
But yeah, that was a really good game. Well defended.
Speaking of watching things, I've been playing Firewatch.
Oh right, yeah.
It's real good, man. Like, it's real good.
I've seen some clips.
I'm only on day 2. I don't know how many days there are in the game, but like the plot is basically.
It a week? I thought is
it a week? Is
it
a
week?
Okay. I mean the plot. Do you know much about it? The plot's kind of
a guy works at a ranger type station.
Yeah, basically,
and then this woman
in a forest. Yeah. After just to give you some context, his wife gets Alzheimer's. The opening of it's really somber because it tells you the story of what's happened. So from them meeting in college to getting married and all that, and you got to answer.
Up begins.
Well, basically. Up to the point that she's 41 and diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and you make all the choices that give his backstory. So there's like one bit where she's in her like early 30s and talking about kids, and you've got to decide whether you want to have kids now or put it off. And then I put it off, and then it was like 10 years later she gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and you feel like a right dickhead for it.
You never get
So
kids.
yeah, exactly. And then it gets to the point where he's like a heavy drinker, and her family intervenes, like comes over from Australia, takes her away, and then he takes this job to get away from everything.
Right.
But the art style's really nice. It's a real. It's really pretty.
Cel shaded.
Yeah, there's like it's sort of like faux animated kind of look to it.
Yeah.
Everything's really chunky and colourful. But it's nice. It's nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, the clip I seen, I mean, it was like a bit of a let's play. And there was these like young teens having naked skinny dipping, and he was like shouting at them and like,
I picked up their boombox
and ran off
threw it.
with it.
No, I threw it in the fucking lake.
the guy I was watching took it away and ran away with it, and then threw it in the river.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And then they're just like dickhead, and you're like, he's like, get the fuck out of here. And then like the story's kind of like that. I think that, it's meant to be that they're messing with you. Like they cut the power line, or you're led to believe it's them. But then there's also this creepy guy with a flashlight who's just roaming around, who I've seen once. So it's the intrigue's building.
Stuff's happening.
Exactly. Stuff and things. I started playing Metal Gear Rising again. I got it on Steam as well, because it was like half price, or like it was even more than that. I think it was a ludicrous amount of money off it. I was like, I enjoyed that game. So you'll have to come around and do the boss fights for me. At some point.
Yeah.
And Devil May
that
Cry
last
as well.
fucking boss fight. It took like 2 hours.
It was so ridiculous. I would never had a hope of doing that.
Yeah.
Like on my own. No way.
It was pretty heavy.
It was just so charged with political subtext. Final boss, fight the president.
Yeah. Who's fucking beefed up in it.
He's jacked up president of America. Yeah. And he's like hopelessly right wing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, guns and eagles in America.
It's basically Donald Trump.
Donald Trump
on
jacked up on steroids.
Yeah.
With like mech parts. God.
Someone should Photoshop that in.
Someone should do that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Devil May Cry, I got back on that. I'm playing it on one of the ridiculous difficulty settings.
Right.
Like 3 chapters in out of 20.
Was this
5 chapters in out of 20? I was doing it before.
You're resumed.
I've resumed, yeah. I finished it on Son of Sparda mode, and now I'm playing it on Dante Must Die mode, which is like
when you die,
the hardest standard difficulty. There are 2 difficulties after that. There's Heaven and Hell and Hell and Hell. Heaven and Hell is enemies die in 1 hit, but so does Dante.
Right.
Hell and Hell is you die in 1 hit.
Seems pretty simple with guns and stuff.
No, gun doesn't count. It has to be a sword strike. So you've got to be like spot on with your evading. Hell and Hell is Dante dies in 1 hit, but the enemies take regular damage. So I fucking tried that. I'm not going to bother, because all that will happen is the controller will get lobbed through this lovely brand new 4K television I've purchased.
Yeah, I imagine that fucking bosses would just be insane.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know if when playing Heaven and Hell, whether that rule can apply to bosses, like single hit to kill a boss. Yeah, because you always get the first hit on a boss. Because they don't guard.
Yeah.
So unless you're unless you've really taken your eye off the ball, you're always going to get the first hit against the boss.
Depends what they're fucking doing, I suppose.
Yeah, they might ramp up the difficulty, because that's what I found with Dante Must Die is the enemy order's shuffled up, so you get later enemies from the game right from the off, and their AI is just infinitely better. They guard and move and don't just they
just stand there and
they're not just pin cushions for you to like attack with your sword. So yeah. I must have, according to the menu, I've spent 217 hours playing Devil May Cry, which I think is quite an achievement.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of Devil May Cry in, because I did all the bloody palace stuff as well.
That's nearly as much as I spent playing one of the Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, same, more than I spent on Skyrim.
Jesus.
But I did all of
that hacking and slashing.
Well, I did all of the challenge rooms as well, and they can be brutally hard. Like, I swear I had one 4-hour session just trying to do one challenge room.
So that's probably where all the
times come from, yeah, because the campaign's only a sort of 15-20 hour job. Bearing in mind, I did do a run where, well, it took two runs to get all the collectibles. So like that second collectibles run was kind of investigating every corner of every level to scoop up collectibles that I'd missed.
Right.
So I reckon a good 30 hours, maybe 40, came out of that one playthrough. But yeah,
scoping out shit.
most of it will have come from the challenge rooms and stuff. It's a ridiculous amount of time to spend on a video game. Some might say I need a life.
I tell them to fuck themselves.
So,
is that it for the olds, or is that?
well, no, that's not the odds. That's our regular. So where did you start the olds, man? I got a lot to say this.
What you
I got
playing?
a lot to say this week about things that are happening. I'm gonna go with the main points first. Thor Ragnarok. You see, Jeff Goldblum's going to be in it.
No.
He's going to be in
Sweet.
Thor Ragnarok.
As
I don't know
what?
who he's going to be.
Scientist.
I hope he's
Probably
Dr.
a
Malcolm
scientist.
from Jurassic Park. Just kind of ambles into the fray. But it's also going to be a blend of the Ragnarok comic and Planet Hulk.
Right.
Hulk's going to be in it, and apparently he is going to don the armour from Planet Hulk. So I don't know whether they're saying it's going to be like a cosmic buddy movie. So like Thor and Hulk cruising the galaxy, picking fights with people. Apparently Chris Hemsworth.
I guess that kind of makes sense why they weren't in Civil War, if that's what they're
exactly.
going for.
If we're saying that it runs parallel to the events of Civil War, then
They're
it's
off
a good.
doing some stuff.
Yeah, they're off doing some stuff. And apparently Thor's going to have a shaved head in it for a significant portion of the film.
Okay.
Which is purely an aesthetic thing.
I mean,
but
I
thought it
really
was
like
interesting.
Planet Hulk. I
Yeah.
would like the film independent of it, but if they're
Yeah.
just trying to mix them
They're
together,
shoehorning it in because they've got the thing is Marvel doesn't officially hold the rights to a Hulk solo movie. Universal does. So by ramming him in with Thor in another film, they can use
they
him.
can use them. Yeah.
I think their agreement is that they can use Thor in any of their MCU films, but if they make a solo movie, Universal gets to have creative input, which is one of the things I think Marvel really wants to avoid.
Right.
Sony had
So they're
no
basically
creative
making a
input
Thor
over
movie
and just throwing Hulk in. So
Nice.
it's gonna be the Hulk solo movie that we've all been waiting for, but it's gonna also be kind of like Captain America Civil War was a Captain America sequel, but realistically it was an Avengers movie.
film,
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's not too bad then. You could probably
Um,
get enough screen time for both of them.
Yeah.
For both of the stories.
Exactly. I mean, you know, when you think about the way Civil War was made, nobody felt shortchanged in that cast.
No.
Everybody got their moment. All the characters are already so well fleshed out that you can chuck 15 of them in a movie and just give them all a little bit of character development, and it's fine. Namor as well, the Submariner, who is basically Marvel's Aquaman. The rights have gone back from Universal to Marvel now, so they've got full. So we're going to have an Aquaman and we're going to have a
never even heard of
Namor.
him.
He's basically Aquaman, but he just wears pants and he doesn't have a trident, and he can
okay.
breathe underwater and talk to fish. I don't know which one came first. Probably Aquaman, I would have thought.
Yeah. Most of the DC stuff was kind of...
Yeah, earlier,
it
definitely.
depends, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
we might get that.
We might get...
I don't really care about it.
You say that, but they made a film about a talking raccoon and we all went
We all went crazy.
For
And a tree.
and a tree.
Talking tree and
Talking
a raccoon.
tree and a raccoon.
Raccoon with a rocket
We all
launcher.
fucking lapped it up.
Everybody. Idiots.
So if they can make a film about a man talking to fish...
They can make a
then-
film about whatever they want now, can't they? Really? Like, let's be
Pretty much.
honest. Do you see all this controversy as well with the X-Men Apocalypse
Oh,
billboard?
yeah, the fucking
It's
billboard.
just so ridiculous.
It is.
It promotes violence against women, Dale, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
Just because she was getting a bit choked. But, I mean, I've seen
It's
arguments
within
on
the
both
context
sides. But
of the movie.
within the
and-
context, if you can't handle women superheroes getting their shit kicked about
Then
inside of male superheroes, then the...
go and watch a fucking rom-com, you
Well, they
dickhead.
can't... You know, they shouldn't...
Apocalypse,
I
you're not
can't
the
say
type
that
of
they shouldn't
villain
be in it because
who-
I don't want them to just start cutting female superheroes out of shit.
Well,
That
yeah,
would be
or
fucking stupid.
or you're gonna have to like loop in ridiculous story points to sort of bring it into context. Apocalypse is not the sort of mutant who's sort of like, I will only attack men.
Yeah.
That would have been stupid if he'd have done that. So the whole thing's just like been blown way out of proportion. The thing I'm most annoyed about it is not that people got annoyed about it, but that Fox pulled the billboards and apologised to it. Just stick to your guns. Be like, it's a fucking fictional story. You idiot.
It's a poster. Just fucking deal with it.
Just deal with it. Yeah.
Well, I saw a comparison with the poster for My Super Ex-Girlfriend, where she's like holding him over her fucking building.
Yeah.
I mean,
did we all go crazy for that?
No.
Would we have all gone crazy if Apocalypse had been holding Charles Xavier up?
No, probably not.
No. So what we're saying is, it's okay to slap a man about if you're a ancient mutant
god,
but
or
not
a woman.
But leave off the women.
Well, it's that
Fuck's
thing
sake.
with trying to say it's empowerment, but what you're actually doing is just you're highlighting the fact that you think that
there's a gender disparity.
There's a gender barrier.
It's,
So then
it's ridiculous.
you'll go fucking.
And then all of these washed up
stupid
actresses shoved their fucking oar in, and
Did they? I did see that.
somebody did. Somebody who's not been anything for ages. And like, she got bombarded. She got bombarded with tweets saying like, "Who the fuck are you again?" Basically, like Twitter exploded, as it often does over these things. But yeah, the biggest old of the week is the solo Batman movie is obviously moving forward, with Affleck in the director's chair and starring and writing co-writing.
All the money.
Basically, they've just
Affleck's
gone Ben
getting all
Affleck
the money.
sort out the DC cinematic universe with Jeff Johns, who's obviously a comic guy, so maybe good. But what they've said is that it's going to be a completely original story, but inspired by the comics. And this got me thinking.
Any comic
which
that didn't really mention a comic in particular.
Well, no, not a single comic. No, I think this is the problem, and this is the problem we're going to have with this Batman movie. And this is the problem. It's got me thinking. I've got a lot to say on this, because it's Batman. But just fucking adapt Batman. Like, just fucking stop pissing around with him. Because if you look at, like, the timeline of Batman movies, we've never had a comic-accurate Batman. They've all taken elements of comic book Batman and, like, face value elements of comic Batman. Batman Begins is probably the closest, I would say. But apart from that, there's I thought about it and I thought, how would you get Batman right? So if I was writing a Batman script, how would I do him? So the things you've got to consider.
Settle in?
Right?
Should I
settle in first, right? This is
the Batman
this
rant.
is fucking important, right? Mental and physical perfection. That's the first thing that I've said. That's Batman. So we can say he's studied chemistry, he's studied criminology, forensics, martial arts, gymnastics, disguise, and escape artistry. Those are his, like, in summary, his key attributes. Right? He's quite worldly. So he studied...
Well-travelled.
Yes, he studied
martial arts all over the place.
Moreover, he studied at Cambridge, Sorbonne, and other European universities. Travelled the world, received, as you said, training in multiple martial arts. Studied manhunting under Frenchman Henry Ducard, stealth and reconnaissance under various certified shinobi, hunting with the African Bushmen, hand-to-hand combat from world champion boxers, premier assassins, and he's also learnt traditional healing disciplines under Nepalese monks. He also trained in archery and studied with the FBI. So this is all the stuff Batman did in his sort of 10-year hiatus.
Are you going to chuck this all in a montage, or...?
Well, no, this is just stuff to consider about his character. Because obviously it's an old Batman, so we don't need to show all
is
that
this film
stuff.
going to be after Batman v Superman?
I'm not sure. I mean,
Origins,
obviously, because it's not going to be Origin, because Ben Affleck's playing him. Unless they de-ageify him, which would just look weird. Then it's going to be set around the same time. So then the next thing is, I was thinking to myself, what else makes Batman? What's really important? Unbreakable will, okay? Here's a nice fact for you. He once escaped from a coffin, buried in the ground, while in a straitjacket, having been sleep-deprived for days, pumped with an unknown concoction of drugs, and a modified, more potent version of Joker's venom toxin. That just goes to show you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
what kind of guy he is.
How did he use his head or were his fists? How did he
I believe it was just a fists job, but obviously he's kind of like, he's pretty fucked up in there. So he had to escape. He had to rely on a lot of his skills, his strength, his willpower, his resourcefulness, how to get out his escape artistry, because he'd get out of the straitjacket, then get out of the coffin, then claw his way through the mud, and all of that. And then obviously the more famous storyline where he obviously recovered and defeated Bane after having his back broken, which again is a physical recovery, but there's a mental aspect to it as well. You have a strong will.
Yeah.
Just the going back to fight Bane once he's recovered shows that his will is basically unbreakable. Peak human reflexes. He has been seen in comics to dodge Darkseid's Omega beams, which are widely considered undodgeable. So his combat speed is ridiculous for a human.
Like Flash level.
Well, no, because he can't run at the same speed as Flash.
Well,
I think what you've got there is
reactions. I've seen of the Flash's reaction speeds are so high.
Yeah.
Well,
he's faster than Superman Flash in the current DC Comics.
He's faster than Quicksilver.
Much faster. Yeah. I mean, he can travel back in time.
Yeah.
He can bend reality with his speed. So yeah, he's vastly more quick than he's vastly quicker than Batman, but I think you've got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt in that they say Darkseid's Omega beam's undodgeable, but if Batman can dodge it, Superman can, Wonder Woman can, Flash can.
If Batman took one, he'd probably be incinerated.
Yeah, he'd disappear.
Yeah.
That would be it.
He'd just
be a memory, wouldn't he? Whereas I'd imagine Superman just fucking would thump his way through Darkseid's Omega beams. He'd probably get tossed around a bit.
Yeah.
Superman doesn't have to worry about getting hit.
Well, he kind of can't be hit. That's the problem, isn't it?
Well, he can by somebody of Darkseid's power. But it's like when you watch Zod and Superman fight at the end of Man of Steel. They're just tossing each other around like ragdolls. There's no real consequence to the beating that they're giving each other until he finally decides to snap his neck. It's kind of just fighting.
It's just how
nobody's
superpowers work.
Yeah.
And Batman doesn't have any.
Batman doesn't have any. He's mastered 127 styles of martial art. 127. I couldn't even name 12, but he's mastered 127. Expert in hand-to-hand weaponry and an expert marksman. So he knows his way around a gun. He knows his way around all of them.
He basically knows everything.
Basically, yeah. I got more, Dale. It's not over yet.
Oh God, how many pages?
He's a master tactician, strategist, scientist, and commander. His IQ's estimated to be 192. But some estimates put him at over 200. So he's a fucking genius. He's the smartest man who's ever lived. He's studied biology, technology, mathematics, physics, mythology, geography, and history.
Where does he find the time, Bill? Where does he find the time?
It's the 10-year gap between him leaving Gotham and coming back.
Yeah, but even 10 years is a fucking...
That's a lot to do in 10 years.
I can only do one of those things in 10 years.
I would not even get 1 degree in 10 years. I'd be so lazy. He also has degrees in criminal science, forensics, computer science, chemistry, and engineering by the age of 21. So that was actually before he even left for Gotham that he had all the degrees. So speaks Spanish, French, Latin, German, Japanese, Russian, Cantonese, and Mandarin, possibly more. Those are just the languages he's known to speak. He's a pilot, trained pilot, and can escape a straitjacket in less than 52 seconds. That's the only time he's ever been timed, and he commented in the comic that he did that felt slow to him, so probably less. Last one, he can bench press 1,000 pounds, that's ludicrous. 1,000 pounds is like 4 pro wrestlers.
What, picking up
4 pro wrestlers, yeah.
Damn.
They're probably an average of about 250 pounds, I would have thought.
I guess that's probably more than the strongest man record.
I would say so, yeah. I'm not sure what our strongest man is.
I don't know.
And for him to be able to bench 1,000 pounds and
like it was nothing,
still be fast enough to dodge Darkseid's Omega beams, then he's... So, I think I made my point in that
Batman is overpowered.
He's the best.
He's the best around.
But
nothing's going to ever keep him down.
That's not a long list. That's a page of 8.
What do you mean it's not long?
For
It's a page and a half.
For a filmmaker, that's not a long list.
What, of powers? Or
Just
stuff that he's done?
just things to keep in mind.
Oh,
You
right,
could
yeah.
memorise that if you read it 20 times.
Yeah.
And then go into production and just go, this is what we have to bear in mind. How much of that stuff has been missing from previous Batman movies? Pretty much all of it.
Any of the criminology stuff is...
All of the stuff alluding to how intelligent he is gone, because
Yeah.
either you've got the early Batman films where he doesn't need to be smart,
Because they're too fucking stupid.
because they're just they're not really serious films. And then in the newer films, it's all about Alfred or Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
Lucius.
Oh,
Fox.
doing the smart things.
Is the smarts, and he doesn't need to be smart because he's surrounded
needs to be really
just
deep.
just really
voice.
angry is all he needs to be.
Where's the trigger? Where is it?
And he just hits things. He's just a man who runs around in a rubber suit shouting
Yeah.
and hitting things.
Pretty much.
He does a couple of things that are kind of intelligent. Like he sets up the phone system in Dark Knight that does the echo the echo map thing.
Yeah.
But it's Morgan Freeman that uses it. He just figures it out. I mean, it shows his intelligence. And there's that bit in Dark Knight where he figures out the bullet by taking like a thing. But he's using he's using machinery to do everything. He's never at a crime scene thinking on his feet and using actual detective skills.
Yeah, it's more just in the combat scenario, isn't it? That he's
Yeah.
using the smarts.
And I'm quite happy to watch a Batman film where he doesn't beat the fuck out of a load of guys. I'm quite happy to watch Batman the Detective. For me, right?
But from a mass market perspective, most people probably would want to see Batman.
From a mass
beaten.
market perspective, at this point, who gives a fuck? Because you put a Batman film out, fucking thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to go and watch it.
Yeah, but if people don't like it, then not as many people
Imagine,
go to see it.
like, a film with the tone of something like, I don't know, like Seven, like a really complex crime thriller,
Right, yeah.
where he's got 24 hours to investigate a murder and bring the suspect in, and the suspect could be someone he could have a punch up with at the end just to save face
Another villain,
among the idiots that flow into the cinema and want to see
Killer
Batman
Croc
hit
or
something. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much detective work he do to figure out that the murder was committed by Killer Croc. This man's covered in bite marks and it's missing his head. But like, you know, again,
Killer
like,
Croc was here.
Calendar Man would be a great one to do.
Calendar. Man.
Yeah, kills on significant dates of the year.
Right.
You know, and you could. I suppose that wouldn't be a 24-hour job. You'd have to set that out over the course of the year, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So that he'd kill on Valentine's and
I
Thanksgiving
say you
and
could
all
use
of the different.
the Riddler, but he's not. He's more about the game, isn't he?
He's more about the game, and then he's not a physical match for Batman either. Like
No.
by the time, I mean, Calendar Man wouldn't be either. But Black Mask. I mean, the newer Joker is.
You
a
could always
physical
have
match.
just have him as like a Solomon Grundy type.
Solomon Grundy would be a good one, yeah. Solomon Grundy could just be a lackey he bumps into. This is the thing is, you know, while investigating, he can bump into villains that are a physical match for him. You know, I need to go underneath the ground sewer. That's the word I'm looking for. to you know, because there's a clue there. That's where my investigation's pointing me. And then he bumps into Killer Croc, who also happens to live in the sewer.
Has a bit of a tussle, and then
because he's a man
carry on with the
and then they carry on with the investigation. Exactly. I would really like to see a Batman film that actually makes Batman look intelligent.
Yeah.
Because as close as Batfleck was, you know, he did have, you know, moments of coming across as intelligent. He was also a boozy lowlife,
Yeah.
which Batman is not. That was, I mean, that actually, you know, take aside the fact that he murders a whole bunch of people and is seen shooting people in that nightmare
Flash
sequence,
forward.
which we've done already. We've talked about it. The bit that annoyed me most about the portrayal was the amount of like alcohol he was consuming. He was always drinking, and Batman, you know, makes a point of drinking ginger ale in replacement for champagne, so that everybody's getting drunk around him, and for him it's just an act.
not.
He doesn't want to drink. He is teetotal
Maybe it's just because he's a bit older and haggard.
and haggard, and lost. You know, he's
Kind
lost
of what he
his
wanted
edge.
to hang up the suit and then hasn't.
Yeah. So he's using it as a coping mechanism. Yeah, possibly.
Like you say, there's all kinds of things you could do with it.
So there you go, Ben Affleck.
That's
and
Phil's,
Jeff Johns.
Phil's
If you're
script
listening,
for Batman.
that's it's not even a script, man. I mean, if you want me to write a script, I'll write you a fucking script. But that's just bear all of that stuff in mind. You know, if you want some more pointers, you can email in. Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns,
We're always
veterans
here.
of the film and
We're
comic
always
book
here to answer
industry.
your
I
comments.
will help you. If you pay, I will come out and help you to Los Angeles with all of your Batman required needs.
Would you really, if they asked you, would you go, what kind of paper am I getting here? Would you not just
No,
go,
I'd fucking drop everything. I wouldn't even
spend my life
I wouldn't
saving.
even tell work. I'd just disappear forever, and then go
then
work in
appear.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, obviously I'd have to book some time off. It's never a sure thing, is it?
No.
But yeah, if you're listening,
I mean,
we've never got it right. We've never got Batman right on screen.
let's do it.
Let's crack on.
Let's
get it right,
sorted.
okay?
I'm ready.
You heard all of that
My
stuff.
body is ready.
Rewind. That's the magic of technology. You can listen to this bit over and over again. Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns, veterans of the cinematic and comic book industry. I reckon he'll do a good job. I reckon Batman. I reckon Ben Affleck's got.
He's a good
I think he
director.
knows.
He's a
I
good
think he knows
director.
what will make a good Batman film. I
Yeah.
don't think he'll fuck it up. But then we all said that about Batman v Superman, and look at
Look
what
at
happened.
what the shambles that
I've
came out. of
pre-ordered, funnily enough, I've pre-ordered the ultimate cut, so you'll have to come over and watch it at some point and we can see if it makes more sense or less sense.
that. Okay.
But it's quite funny, the producer said, you'll still hate it. If you hated it, you'll still hate it. If you loved it, you'll love it more. Which I thought was kind of honest. I
Yeah.
expect Warner Brothers are like, why the fuck
Why'd
did you
you say
have
that?
to say that? Yeah.
Meh.
Some people might have bought it from ignorance if it weren't for that comment, you
Yeah.
dickhead.
True.
But honesty, always the best policy. Right, I guess
Any
we
more?
should.
Any more olds?
I've got no more olds unless you've got anything you want to talk about.
Like I say, I've only been playing Overwatch. So I've got nothing else to
Literally,
say.
it's
What else has happened in the
you
world?
don't know what's happened.
Muhammad Ali died. That was kind
Yeah,
of sad.
that was sad, obviously, for
Yeah.
obvious reasons. I mean, I think he did quite well, all things considering, I know it's always sad when someone dies. 74.
I didn't even know he had Parkinson's.
How can you not know?
I did
he's had
not-
Parkinson's since,
For like 30
when you
years.
were born.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I
That's
just
always been a thing
never,
for him.
never knew it.
No.
Obviously, I've just
No,
seen older clips of him.
yeah, well, yeah.
stuff
I mean,
like
most of the clips of him
pre-Parkinson's
are
stuff.
him boxing because that was kind of what he did. That was his.
Yeah.
That was his job.
Well, like say, seen a lot of the boxing stuff, and he'd done a lot of political work and stuff after
Yeah.
the fact and that. But I just never seen any
Never
videos
realised,
or anything.
well,
really, or never
yeah.
heard that information.
I mean, yeah, having had that disease for such a long time, he did well to get to 74, I think.
Yeah.
But it's always sad. 2016.
Who's
Murderous
who
2016.
murders 2016. Yeah, Doc Cotton's still fucking alive, but on EastEnders. I still reckon she's gonna die on set, and they're just gonna record it.
I think she might be like immortal. I reckon she might
But
be
like Bruce Forsyth.
No, I'm thinking like she's like the Highlander or something. And I reckon when she's off set, she goes around killing other
Immortals.
immortals.
Final battle is
So
just
that
going to
she
be
could-
Doc Cotton versus Bruce Forsyth. I don't even know what her real name is.
I don't know what her name is either.
Yeah!
There can be only one. With some Queen playing in the background.
Yeah. So if you feel like photoshopping a picture of Doc Cotton and Bruce Forsyth fighting to the death, then we'd love to see it.
Yeah,
Fucking love
we
to
would
see
love
it.
to see that. Someone can do it. Someone can sort that out for us.
Yeah, maybe I'll send the request to Jim will paint
Jim will
it.
paint it.
Jim will paint it.
Yeah. He'll do it.
He
He
does
loves that
stuff
sort
it.
of thing. I like the cut of that man's jib.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
main event, I
main
guess.
event. Barbarella!
Which we watched. Which you watched, like,
20 minutes
only
ago.
hours ago, yeah.
Well, I'm a busy man and I didn't wake up at the early enough time today so it was a.
You're a busy man
thing.
because you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, I had to sleep because of the busyness. You see,
I see.
it's
The
a vicious
busyness was a
cycle.
preface to sleeping,
that's
right?
the one. Yeah, so this film made it. Was it 84?
No, mate. 1968.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this is an old
shit.
movie. This is an
I
old.
didn't realise it
movie.
was that old.
You didn't realise it was that old. No, it's very old.
Maybe that could probably forgive a little of the things I might touch upon.
It can. Time does not forgive laziness. This fucking film.
Fucking film.
Yeah, I don't know the mixture of emotions, but I don't know what it was about. I have no idea what it was really about. I mean,
Well,
I understand the basic premise.
My premise is Earth Girl goes to planets and fucks loads of aliens.
to find Duran Duran.
Duran Duran.
To
Yeah.
find Duran Duran.
So
Except
I was like, are they looking for the band? Is she looking for the band?
actually gonna find the band, yeah.
Or was Duran Duran made because of this film? Is that where they got their name? What's going on here?
What is happening?
Which is what you say that a lot in the film.
To be honest, let's be frank here. The mission to find Duran Duran was simply a preface for a film about a woman who
Goes to this planet.
who is on the cusp of sexual awakening.
Yeah.
Basically, that's literally it, isn't it? There's no. The mission is kind of irrelevant.
Well, is she really on the cusp? She doesn't really. I mean, it kind of start the
Well, it's
journey-
about discovering. Yeah,
Yeah, discovering the
the journey of discovery, and not.
And doesn't she discover it?
Don't she ever discover in some of the weirdest ways? Yeah. So
Right,
I mean,
should we just
go
spare
through
it?
chronological. So she wakes up in her spaceship, which she's got carpeted walls.
Yeah, I mean,
and a thief, and
she's floating around in this spacesuit that.
getting undressed.
Yeah,
Sparkly
even
spacesuit.
the spacesuit looks sexy and daunty.
It's
weird.
It's
Like,
a
it
bit,
doesn't look like a proper spacesuit.
no,
does
it doesn't, does it?
No.
It doesn't even look like what the 60s considered a spacesuit to look like.
No.
It's literally just that she's covered in tinfoil and
It's
unwraps herself.
Yeah,
and
basically.
in a fully
In a sexy
carpeted.
way, she's flying around. With
Wait,
her
and
legs-
it's
her
funny
legs
because she's
out.
clearly lying down on the floor, and they've shot it from above and just overlaid the background. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Well, there's a lot of that in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of make do and mend kind of. That was how you did that sort of thing back in the day. So I mean, I'm not. I'm inclined to forgive that kind of thing because that was just how you made
you
special
did,
effects
yeah.
in the day. But she's got an Athenian statue with a tit out just in her
Yeah.
spaceship,
And
which is fine.
that old timey picture, which is the door.
It's just
That
weird.
woman in the park. Isn't it? What's it? I can't remember what it's called.
No.
Park scene, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be
Something like
right.
that.
Yeah.
And her spaceship bowl head just drains of.
Drains.
Why
Is it meant to be a fluid or is it meant to be like a visor, clearing? I
right.
don't know. I couldn't work out that. I
Because
wondered.
why would you have liquid if you couldn't fucking see out of it? But like you say, maybe it's supposed to be a visor.
Yeah.
No, it
But
looks-
if so, what's the point in draining it? Just take the fucking helmet off.
Yeah.
If you want people to see your face and you're going
What
to take
does
the
it
helmet
do?
off anyway, why drain the visor first to take the helmet off? It's just stupid.
If it is liquid, where does it go?
Where does it go and why is it there?
Why is it there in the first place?
Here on Earth, we like to drown our astronauts and revive them. I don't understand this.
Should
Okay.
the suit be sealed? How could you take the legs off first?
So many questions.
Just so she could. Just about this spacesuit.
Just about the spacesuit. Yeah, the first 5 minutes of the film, where basically she's just getting naked,
Yeah.
and then I like
Does a hair whoosh.
She does a hair whoosh. Yeah, nice hair
Get some
whoosh.
side boob.
Get some side boob. Yeah, you get a fair bit of boob in this as well. Like in this early.
Well, that's what I wasn't sure at this point. And I was like, okay, are we.
Is this basically
how
going to be
many- how many
softcore
boob-
porn?
Yeah,
or...
how many boobs are we going to see here? And then nice use of the text to censor. There's all the text.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the credits
From the-
jiggling
yeah.
all over.
Just, yeah, with some awesome 60s soundtracking. This literally just sounds like it's been done by a band, like an amateur band with yeah. It's like our jingle.
Yeah. Oh god, the music of this is fucking awful.
Yeah, it really is. So she wakes up, she's buck-ass nude within 5 minutes, and the president of Earth calls.
Oh yeah, then you do see her tits, and it's like, okay, I see. We're not censoring these anymore.
Yeah, which is, like, why were we censoring them to begin with?
Yeah.
Why
well,
bother?
I think it's more Vad shots they're censoring.
Oh,
at
yeah,
that
of
point.
course, yeah. Because that would
I
have...
suppose you can just censor.
I wonder what age rating this was when it came out as well.
Yeah, I didn't have a look at that or anything. It's
No.
gotta be at least...
Must have been a
15,
15, yeah.
yeah.
And I reckon if you'd got some vag in, it would have taken
Maybe
it straight up into 18,
yeah.
territory. Maybe they wanted to keep it to a 15, but... So the president of Earth rings, and she's like, she's like, I'll just get dressed. And he's like, no.
Don't trouble
Don't
yourself.
trouble yourself.
He looks happy to see her. doesn't
Yeah, he does.
But, which is
And he's-
weird, but considering that Earth's apparently not really sexualized anymore. We're supposed to have learned.
Well,
So
yeah,
he-
that's
he
it.
shouldn't be
Pervin.
Yeah,
Maybe
pervin.
maybe it's our gutter minds that are saying it's pervin. Maybe he just
Maybe.
meant don't trouble yourself.
Oh,
you
don't
know.
worry about it.
We don't worry about the naked form anymore. It's not...
Yeah, but when the camera comes on, he's always like,
He's
hello,
Yeah,
happy
staring
days."
straight at a rat.
Yeah,
President of Earth's French, which, you know, is fine.
sure.
I'm not having a go. It's just something I noticed. Interesting choice.
Yeah. We got this weird reverse monitor thing going on where
Yeah.
she walks behind him and he turns around to look at her still.
Still, yeah.
Um,
And basically we learn that utopia is about to be shattered
Love.
by capitalism.
yeah. Suddenly they're like, war is beginning.
Yeah.
War could possibly begin. She's
And-
like, war?
What?
Well, yeah, this is apparently Earth and its surrounding universe has become hippie,
More or less, yeah. Gentrified.
gentrified hippies.
They're all sipping artisan coffee and riding bicycles.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and not making.
Maybe this
weird
is a
hand-
warning. Maybe
hand
this
love
movie is a warning of like the things to come.
things to come in the future.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get it right, did it? Because we're all still fucking like crazy, and there's plenty of wars going around.
Yep.
so-
Well, yeah, true. So find Duran Duran and save
I
the
was
world.
like, did he say Duran? I was like, did that?
Is that a
I'll have to
thing?
get that clarified later on, but I'm pretty sure he said Duran.
find Duran.
Yeah.
And I like how he's sort of like, you know, I've got no army. Barbarella, you
You're the best I got.
you got the best I got. You seem to be nearest. So off you trot.
What is she? Is she like a space adventurer?
I guess
Her
she must
job
be
is never really
some kind of but I guess she has to be an adventurer because Earth is a no war culture. So she's not. It's not like she's a bounty hunter or an assassin. And I
No,
mean,
she's
it
just
quickly
like-
becomes obvious that she's not a fucking bounty hunter or an assassin because she's fucking useless. But
Pretty
so
much,
she must be
yeah.
an adventurer of some kind. I don't know. Maybe they got contractors who are just sat out in space getting naked. First one to wake up gets the job.
Gets the job. Maybe
but
they're just on like I guess maybe they're like ambassadors. I guess.
yeah, maybe. It's never really touched upon
No.
who Barbarella is, why she's there, why the president gives her this job, and to what end.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the end is bring the scientists back so that he can
Make
stop
sure
the war.
Well, no, he's the one. No, the reason is because they don't want the war to break out because of him.
Oh, is that it? Is it? Oh, I've massively misunderstood a point of this film then.
Yeah. No, he's like.
I thought he was like one of the foremost scientists who could sort of bring it to a close. I thought that was why the twist at the end that he was actually
No, the
bad
they're
guy
worried that he's they're getting weapons and they might start war
right. Okay.
based on him. I don't think from their perspective he's actively looking to do that, but they're
Right.
worried about getting
It's a
weapons.
maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she goes to hypersleep for 154 hours, which to me seems ludicrous.
Well, he
That's-
before he transports her all the new age dildo type
Dildo-type stuff, yeah.
with the
All the-
weird
yeah.
hands on it.
Yeah. Love.
Yeah.
What I find quite funny about this is once she got dressed to go to bed, she
Yeah.
was naked, and then she got dressed to go to bed. Secondly, why would you go to hypersleep for 154 hours? That's like 4 or 5 days. That's not
She's bored. Maybe she's got nothing.
Well, surely she's got entertainment. She's got an Athenian statue with a tit out. Surely she's got a TV in there.
Somewhere in her furry spaceship.
Somewhere in a carpeted spaceship.
Jump in her furry spaceship.
She must have one. She must have, because that'd be for me. That'd be prime Xbox time. If I've just spent loads of time getting out of a spacesuit, and I'm all naked, and I've just been given a job, I'd be like, right, 154 hours until I gotta concentrate on my job.
A bit of relaxation.
Put the Xbox
instead
on.
of going to sleep.
Yeah, instead of just sleeping.
Doesn't that plastic sheet she sleeps on?
Doesn't it look comfortable? Yeah. Go to sleep on this.
She's got this spaceship full of fur, and she goes to sleep on a plastic
on a
sheet.
sandwich bag.
Brilliant.
So yeah, then there's passage of time stuff, and she wakes up, and the computer tells her to insert nourishment, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah. And her outfit has like a tit out. It's like see-through tits.
See-through tits. Yeah. Outfit one of many. I've got noted here at this point.
She goes.
She's a fashionable gal. She
anything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how many days this film's supposed to take place over.
I thought it was just the one.
It's like
just the single day.
I thought, 1 or 2 max.
Yeah,
it's got to be, hasn't it? It's a quick turnaround. Barbarella's mission to find Duran Duran, and she must wear about 5 or 6 different outfits during the course of the movie. So she inserts nourishment, and then there's the magnetic disturbance, which causes the...
You mean the dangerous green swirls?
Yeah, that causes the crash landing. Oh my god,
this is just one of the beginning of the fucking awful special effects in this film. Like, it's just close-up of stock footage, like most of the fucking special effects.
It's dreadful, yeah. I mean, it's dreadful even by 1968 standards, bearing in mind Star Trek, the TV show, had better special effects than this.
Yeah.
So
and that was great. How many episodes?
And was before as well.
Yeah,
slightly.
So there's no fucking excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Lazy Hollywood movie.
It's just blurry colours and swirls. Later on, just a bit of water that they might have just put a grayer filter on.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
So shambles.
The computer tells her there's a 0.0002% chance of survival, and she just crashes.
She's just like, fuck it, YOLO.
Yeah. Just say science things.
Yeah. And she crash lands, obviously. New planet, new outfit. Yeah. Straight away, as soon as she comes out, she's wearing something different to what she was wearing before. Not a new outfit.
I think she just adds tinfoil to her.
Oh, okay. Alright, I stand corrected.
Just a bit of a tinfoil skirt and put some tinfoil over the tits, and then you're ready to go on an uninhabited.
Yeah.
Well, from your perspective,
you don't know what you're landing
this planet.
And then the kids turn up.
Fuck her up with a rock-filled snowball.
Why? If you're intending to just lob a rock at somebody, just lob a rock at somebody. You don't need to disguise it. As if afterwards they're going to be like, oh, fuck, I didn't realise there was a rock in there, sorry. Like...
they just talk about it, don't they? Just fuck her up with this snowball.
She gets knocked out for like all of 2 minutes.
She's not very good space adventure. She's not sharing her space adventuring straight away. She's not wary. These weird kids.
And she's knocked out for a few seconds. She knows it was them, and she gets on some weird sledge being pulled by a space stingray with the people that just threw a snowball rock at her face.
She's not making any effort to get away.
She's an idiot.
I'm pretty sure this squid thing is slower than fucking walking. Like, it seems it doesn't skate very fast.
So you can just jog alongside and be like, I'm fine.
What was the point?
That stingray looks unhappy as well, doesn't it? About pulling all them kids on that sledge. Yeah. I can't help but feel you could pick a better animal to pull a sledge along than a space stingray.
Squid.
Considering...
No, squid's stingray in it.
Yeah.
Because it's on the floor.
And obviously these kids, like, lead her to what she believes is... Well, it's Duran Duran's spaceship, isn't it?
Yes,
and more,
the hollowed out Duran Duran
more weird fucking kids. And what...
Gingers!
What ensues is just... I mean, the dolls...
the fucking snappy dolls.
The snappy dolls that...
I mean, they look fucking vicious.
They look sketchy as fuck.
Because they got their...
The clampy jaws. Yeah. But they basically just kind of undress her a bit.
This is another thing. Like, they look like they're supposed to bite it, but it just looks like bits of red paint are just on it. Like, they're not even close.
They're not even, they're not even
There's
remotely.
no bite marks on her. Just all her clothes get torn a bit.
She gets all ripped up.
Yeah.
So there's a bit more skin showing. That's more or less what that's
Basically
for, is to get some more skin showing. And then the adults turn up, put the kids in the net and start whipping them.
Magical sound net. Like, they just make a noise and this net just appears from nowhere.
And
drag them all off in a big
and
pile.
she's like, what are you
then
doing
why do the
with
dolls
them?
stop?
And he's what?
Why do the dolls stop?
I don't know.
Like, the dolls clearly don't have some sort of sentience unless the kids are control. Oh, I don't
know.
know. I don't know. This is fucking stupid.
And I like that she's like, what are you doing with the kids? And he's just like, nothing. This is my job. I round up the children and take them to the Citadel. No more questions. And the
I think she just swoons.
Flick of a hair. And then like the leather clad, guards are like whipping the children off into the distance. Like,
she's going, can you fix my spaceship?
And he's just like, I can get on this weird wind powered sled that I have.
But there's no wind.
I make wind.
I make wind with this giant fucking fan. Like, she's never heard of a fan before.
Yeah, she lives in a carpeted spaceship with an Athenian statue with a tit out, and she's never heard of wind before. Or a fan, yeah. Ridiculous.
Was his name Catchman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Catchman. He clearly wants that booty straight off the bat.
Yeah, straight off the bat. She's like, how can I ever repay you? And he's just like, sex.
I want that booty. Give me that booty.
And she's like, but there are rules, goddammit. She explains to him that they need a pill and some other stuff.
Well, yeah, this is where we learn that it's been sex has been replaced.
But it doesn't seem by like
statistics-based hand
it
melding.
Doesn't seem to be by mandate. It just seems to be because everybody agrees that's the better way of doing it.
Yeah, because she says the poor who can't afford the pill
still do it. So it's not outlawed. Yeah, it's not outlawed. It's just
they just seem to like it.
So they shag based on statistical match, isn't it? Yeah. Basically, personality and
then they do this weird hand thing, which we see later on in the film. Yeah, that's fun. That's a funny bit.
Funny bit, yeah.
Yeah. And then he's just like, "No, I don't want your fucking crazy hand thing. I just want that fucking booty."
What's quite funny as well about Barbarella is she keeps saying "parlez-vous français" to people as if these aliens, if they don't speak English, maybe they speak French. Yeah, great.
Yeah, she doesn't ask any other languages, does she?
No, she just goes "parlez-vous français."
She doesn't know any other languages apart from English and French. Well, the president of the world is French. So
that's probably why. There we go.
Maybe
fucking hell. One thing about
it.
this film makes sense.
Yeah. His chest when he takes on his suit is hairier than the fucking suit.
Hairier than the inside of a spaceship.
His furry chest. Well, she's used to rubbing around on her fur, so she's in her element now.
I love there's another little detail is he asks her who she is and she says, "I'm from planet Earth." That's not the fucking question you asked. I think he meant your name. I think he meant what's your name. I think he was trying to make an introduction.
Oh god.
It's like me saying, who are you? Well, I'm from Bristol.
I'm from Bristol.
No, dickhead, your name.
I think this guy's a bit special. Yeah, so post-coitus.
Oh, another thing, sorry, the cuts are gone. As soon as she gets undressed, all those cuts from the dolls are gone.
Right, you rubbed her clean.
And when she wakes up,
rubbed off the paint.
She's in another new outfit. She gets his
penguin suit on.
Whatever.
She's singing. She's happy. She's obviously had.
She's had a lovely first sex, and she's happy. And he's given her some
singing, and
he's given her some furs. Yeah, he's given her some of his furs, and
which isn't very good from an actress perspective because she keeps fucking over that tail all the time.
And she decide
in about 5 minutes she falls over that tail about 50 times. This bit where they get to the ship and he's like,
it's funny.
I think I found the problem. Oh, really? Is it that massive fucking hole in this ship?
Hole in the side.
He doesn't even fit. It's
no,
she's down.
She'll be fine. You can go now.
I thought it was broken. Yeah.
No,
Then
it's
she
not, apparently.
And then she just flies off.
Yeah.
Well, it must still be broken because
She crashes
it.
immediately. Like, it's like he's waving and she just goes, just crashes again. And then-
Barbarella!
I mean, is this next bit supposed to be underwater? Like when she's journeying, because there seems to be some kind of underwater journey. So I'm guessing she broke through the
I don't
ice.
know, it's just more crap screens effect.
Yeah, but I kind of I think
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, she crashed through the ice.
She crashed through the ice into the water, and then she comes up through, but breaks the ship again, coming back up through.
But she goes into like the labyrinth, was underneath the main city.
yeah,
But when we see the city from the ice, it's on level. So she
Yeah.
must have gone down. Unless she crashed through the water and the ice and then through that
yeah,
again and then into this underground.
into this underground
Right.
area. Fuck knows.
If there's anything that's not making sense in this film, that really doesn't.
That
matter.
really isn't. Yeah,
That's just the fucking.
it's just one of many
one of the-
issues.
You
one
might
of
as well just
numerous
chuck that under the
issues.
fucking rug because there's a fucking iceberg problem that's going on around here.
And she gets another new outfit,
She does.
which is excellent. She's unconscious again.
Oh yeah, because she's just the shittest
Clumsy as shit, isn't she?
space adventurer I've ever seen. She walks out. Only she's just fallen over because of the towel. She changes her outfit, walks out of the ship, and falls over
Falls
again,
over again. She's a
and knocks her
klutz
fucking self out.
and gets groped by a semi-naked angel man.
The angel fills her up.
At first, you think, well, what's going on? And then he reveals he's blind and that he's lost the will to fly, which is, you know, sad, isn't it?
That's
for him?
sad. I wonder how he's going to
He's
get
the
that
only
back.
character that I remotely felt anything for in this film.
Pie guy.
Wouldn't, yeah,
What's his
Pygar.
name?
Yeah, or as I'm going to call him,
Pigeon.
blind angel, blind
Pigeon.
semi-naked angel man.
That seems a bit longer, if I'm honest.
It does. I see why they gave him a name now.
Yeah.
And then he obviously shows her through the sexy rock labyrinth where everybody's
People
just...
stuck on rocks. I don't know what's going on here because
Well-
it seems like people might have been down there so long they've just kind of
They've merged
become
with the rock, yeah.
But then there's that one woman who seems to be wearing a rock as a headdress.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
So
I'm going to
she
go
just-
ahead and say style over substance for
Yeah.
this. I mean, they because obviously they speak to the old dude, Professor Ping or whatever his name
Ping,
is, who's
Professor
just
Ping,
kind of
yeah.
like staring at her tits immediately as soon as she shows up.
We learn that
They've been
Big time
banished
because they're good.
They're good because they have even
Soho is evil,
yeah.
which is a big point in this film that town is evil. But we'll get onto that
A little
a
later.
little
on, yeah.
later.
So he's like,
Yeah,
I'll
I wrote Professor Ping wants the
Professor
movie.
Ping wants the movie. But then he's like, he relegates himself to friend zone immediately after. He's like, I'll fix the ship while you fuck the blind angel, kind of thing. That's what happened. I mean, that's all he needed to do.
More ship talk ways like I think it's the stabilizers. And what about the massive fucking hole?
in the side of it. Yeah,
He takes one of the angel's wings to use as a pen.
he does, doesn't he? I liked that. That was a nice touch.
I thought he was just gonna. At this point in the film, I was like, he's probably just gonna shove the wing inside the ship, and it's gonna be magically fixed, and then she's just gonna fly off and crash again.
Crash again. I like that all he needed to do to get back the will to fly was
Get that booty!
get his
Get
rocks
that
off,
booty!
yeah.
Like this was obvious coming from the second you met him, but
yeah.
How can you get the marl of this angel to fly?
Let him put his thing in your
Like, we being a PC, is that the PC way of saying it?
Yeah. Not that it really matters. I think
No.
we've gone beyond the point where being PC is an option.
Pretty sure I said fucking in the first 3 seconds. So.
So then he obviously flies her to Sogo or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And there's the battle. Left!
Again, the special effects.
Why does he need to turn when she can turn and she has a gun? It's like coming straight for them, but it's slightly at an off angle. So she's like, turn right a little bit.
Saying to dodge.
Maybe.
Left
I
to
don't know,
dodge.
but yeah, alright.
But yeah, the special effects on this fucking flying scene is.
I thought they were
awful.
fabulous.
You reckon?
No. Terrible.
Sorry.
It was literally the worst.
She's clearly apparently ace shot because she's one shooting all these fucking ships and they're just suddenly on fire and exploding.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at one point it shows her shoot a shot and then it shows two ships. Neither of them get hit, but then it just cuts to a shot.
One of them
just crashes.
And the numbers are all wrong, because 2 show up first, she shoots 1 goes down, then there's another 2, then another 2 come in, but there's only 2 in total, there should have been 3.
And they get.
They don't even remember how many ships they've sent in.
Most of this films like it, they were just fuck it,
High, just really high, I reckon.
Don't give a shit. But not even the good kind of high when they make something fabulous.
Yeah, like the kind of
kind
like
of
this is like, I don't know. I guess this feels like a kind of thinking. Trying to think of what drug you'd have to. What kind of drug you'd have to take to make this film? Yes, PCP. It's got to be PCP, where the director's in the director's chair, pulling the skin off his face because he thinks there's ants burrowing into his skull. Like, it's just awful. And
This film
it's not like, it's not like where people say, and I'm not condoning drugs. Got to say that straight away. But magic mushrooms and LSD
fucking amazing.
would make a fucking excellent film, wouldn't they? I can't imagine cocaine would make a particularly good movie. You just make the same movie just a lot more quickly.
Faster, yeah.
But yeah, it's clearly been made by a madman. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he wrote the script, on the wall with his shit in a prison cell. But there we go.
All I would say is, woman fucks loads of aliens.
Aliens and some kind of plot.
Some other stuff happens.
The thing is, I don't mind pointless films, which this absolutely is.
Yeah.
But at least be coherent. Do you know what I mean?
I got a comment for the end of it, how to round off this film, but it's just not got anything going on for it. Really.
Not really.
Even
other than sending
all
naked
the
blind
titties,
angel guy.
Even all the titties in it, I'm still. It just
Even with that,
even with
considering
the titties,
that,
it didn't bring the film up at all. And when you've got a film that isn't improved by the addition of tits, then you've got fucking something bad.
Problems.
Yeah. Pygar falls asleep, no sense of danger, she wakes up, flat.
And all the horny sluts want some wing, don't they? In this city.
Yeah. Oh, you missed the secret plot point where she hides the gun in his pants. It's like
She
he
does
left
do
his
that.
balls.
In his feather pants.
Yeah.
The secret plot point that's just a close up of his dick while she's
just shoving it in there. Yeah. This is a point where they arrive and he says you shouldn't be seen with an angel.
And then,
but then didn't earlier in the film when she asked him if he was an angel, he said no, I'm whatever, blah, 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 some sort of species of whatever. Just one of the many contradictions this film does.
Yeah. Doesn't she fall over again now and get kidnapped again?
Yeah. Well, the super heightened senses angel tells her there's danger twice, and she goes,
ignores it.
Fuck it, it's probably nothing.
Yo.
Yeah, again. And then
she's like, but I can see, everything's fine.
I can see. Shut up, you blind fucking dick.
Semi-naked blind angel man.
Yeah, she gets kidnapped for a bit.
And she gets borderline. She's about to get gang raped, isn't she?
Yeah,
and she's saved by a one-eyed
Sexy
propositioning
Electra.
prostitute who immediately
Nice.
saves her from rape and then intimates that she wants to rape her.
No. I said
Also,
sexy
somewhere
Electra.
between arriving in the city and falling down that chute, she's got a new fucking outfit on again.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice
I had
that.
to stop and rewind. I was like, when did this happen?
Alright, but just changed.
Just changed, yeah. I might have gotten it
fuck's
wrong.
sake.
Maybe I needed to rewind a little bit more or something, but I was like, this just fucking changed again. But whatever.
Well, was she not naked? Didn't she get changed after having sex with Angel Man?
Maybe.
And then they flew there, and then because she gets cut up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe it was then. Maybe it was.
I don't.
See, this movie is doubly difficult. It's doubly difficult because you got to concentrate on what the fuck is happening. You've also got to concentrate on her wardrobe changes
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus! And then they escape the mad crowd. Obviously, she finds Pygar again, doesn't she?
Yeah, everyone's harassing him.
Yeah.
And we're like weirdly cutting him.
And,
well, not cutting
but
him, just stroking
touching
him with knives.
blades. Yeah, they're like, pretty. And then
they walk into a suicide chamber by accident.
well, yeah, this is it. They escape from the mad crowd into the Chamber of Ultimate Solution, which is basically a room where you choose your own death.
Yeah, nice. But you're locked in it.
And, like, that conceptually is fine. But then when you shove them in a room full of canaries...
Did you actually get to choose your own death, though? Because that one woman looks in a room, goes to another room, looks in that one, decides to back out of the door and just says, no, that's it! You made your choice!
You made your choice,
Fucking get in there.
It's just the illusion of the choice of death.
But yeah, then we get saved by the good man.
Hang on, I got something on this, right?
Right.
So, if you're insane and you decide that you're going to give people the option to walk into a room and choose their own death, would you fill that room up with canaries?
That room doesn't have canaries.
Well, it's something, isn't it? It's some little birds.
Well, no, that's later on.
Oh, is that later on?
That's
is
a
it?
different. That's a different death chamber altogether, Phil.
Chamber. Sorry.
This one's by
Which
choice,
one's
I
this
think.
then? Oh yeah, this.
This is the one with the weird where the liquid is shown for the first time, and it's just the doors. You don't find out what's in the death rooms. You just see doors.
Because the guy saves her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy
I'm with
just
you.
walks
I'm
in.
back in the
and
room.
he's like,
All right.
"All right, come on, don't kill yourself. I'm here to save you." Yeah.
I like as well how he's kind of like, I'm here to save you now. Get in the hole.
Yeah. Well,
Which is
it's weird because she asks him, which she hasn't asked anyone. Who are you, and what do you do in life? Which is a really weird.
Like, considering she can't even answer "Who are you?" correctly, it seems a little bit hypocritical that she's even asking this question.
Yeah.
And also, that's a weird question.
It's a weird way
ask
to phrase
somebody,
it
isn't
as well.
Yeah, really
What
weird
do
way
you
to phrase
do
it.
in
What do you do in life?
Especially someone who's just saved you from a death chamber.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you would be a good
yeah,
start.
yeah.
Cheers,
fucking Barbarella.
Yeah.
Find your manners.
Get some manners.
But yeah, we find out it's Mako energy, basically.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, more or less.
It's life, except it's evil.
And the man.
Oh no, the
prostitute.
it's not evil, is it? The liquid itself isn't evil. It feeds off evil.
It feeds off of evil, yeah.
Which means it's good. But through being good, it's evil.
It can be used, I suppose,
I guess
for
it's
evil.
just
That's
a
it,
bit
isn't it?
more.
Just one more thing.
I've got to remember more crap screaming. So I love her screaming, and this is just
Yeah, no conviction at all. And the mad prostitute's back, isn't it?
Well,
At
this is the
point.
bondage
And that's
party, isn't it?
well, yeah, and it's the plot twist, isn't it? That she's actually the one who's in charge of the place.
yeah.
You're like,
Which was quite a plot twist. I was like,
ooh, what a twist!
I mean, you've only introduced that woman about 5 minutes ago.
And all she did was proposition you for sex,
Yeah.
having saved you from gang rape.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
you
the
wouldn't,
great tyrant
you
is
wouldn't
elect.
immediately think she is going to be a major part of the story moving forward.
Yeah.
So it's not a plot twist by dint of the fact that it's a well executed plot twist. It's a plot twist because it's just stupid. It's just fucking stupid.
It was that woman who saved you 2 minutes ago. And she's just like, oh, that's nice.
Which just kind of sums her reactions to everything.
Yeah.
doesn't it? Oh,
No emotion.
that happened.
Fucking Jane Fonda.
But let's not live in the past. Let's live in the now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put Barbarella's a twat. I'm pretty sure that just
Is that your
refers to
summing up?
nice comment.
Is that your summing up comment for the
no,
whole movie?
no, that's just this bit.
Just this bit, yeah.
I mean, it could easily sum up the entire movie because she is just a bit of a twat throughout this whole movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I guess we're at the give it to the birds bit, which you could take to mean something awesome.
Yeah,
like
just before we go on to this,
yeah,
we've got the whole bit with Pygar's. She makes a very big thing of going, Pygar's committed a crime. He's done this. It's a crime.
crime,
You go,
crime. Yeah.
Isn't this a city of evil? Shouldn't crime be rewarded
crime
in
be-
some
yeah.
way? Not being hung
Or
up.
just surely crime is doing something good. Surely it's a crime to do something good in that sense.
But he's not been doing stuff good from their perspective. He's been doing stuff that's
bad. So by very dint of that,
because since he's been exiled and he's come back, it's bad for him to come back.
which means it's
Which means
good,
it's good,
which
but it's-
means
it's
he hasn't
evil.
committed a crime because crime can't be defined in a society run by the evil.
Yeah. That's, oh my god, this film makes my head spin. It's so fucking stupid. Can't even play by its own rules.
That's the point. Is everything's so poorly defined.
But yeah, and this is where she grabs the gun from Pygar's balls.
From in his pants.
Yeah, and the great tyrant of evil is just like, not the face.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me in the face. And then the guy, the great advisor, just comes up and
Viceroy.
fucking slaps her around. She doesn't even look wary about it. He just like lets her walk up. This doesn't even feel like, it just feels like it's been shot by a bunch of teenagers at a garage that can't act for shit. Like, he literally just walks up and fucking slaps her.
Bosh! Yeah.
And then he's like, well, her power pack is out. Clearly you could see that from behind her leg. When he's miles away.
When he's, yeah.
Yeah. And this is where...
Give her to the birds.
Give her to
Which,
the birds.
you know,
This-
could have been some awesome
Canary-
birds, but they were fucking... Yeah,
canaries.
give her to the small tropical birds that will slowly peck at her until there's nothing left.
Yeah, more injuries splattered on with red paint.
Yeah. more, you know, more sort of driving the whole showing skin thing forward. Again, it's just there to sort of rip her outfit a little bit, so she's showing a bit more skin.
Yeah.
And then she falls through the trapdoor.
The secret trap
Which
is apparently an entrance into the
revolution. How the fuck haven't the bad guys noticed this being built?
Where are all the dead bodies for
And
the
why,
bird cage?
why haven't they gone? That trapdoor wasn't there before. I wonder where that leads. And sent someone down there and killed the motherfuckers.
Well, they're not going to go into the bird cage, are they? They might get.
Surely
eaten by
they've
all
got to clean the bird cage every now and again and get them out. Surely they got a method. They got some bird handlers.
I guess. How does?
Because otherwise
he
it'd just
does
be covered
put
in
her
shit, wouldn't it?
He does just put her in the bird thing, so it's not like she falls into it.
No. Stupid. But again, it's every time she's saved, it's just like for a matter of circumstance, isn't it? It's like a bad situation. Someone just walks over and goes, hello, and then saves her, and
Saves
everything's fine.
Yeah,
like,
I guess
everything's-
that's most films, but this it
But
just
at
feels
least make an
stupider.
effort. Like,
Yeah.
at least make an effort.
But yeah, this guy with his package Spanx.
So good.
This is another bit of the film. This weird. It just none of his set seems to work, and
And that's funny. I think that's
like
funny.
anything he does seems to just kind of fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
and it feels like they're just like, just keep filming. Fuck it, just keep filming.
I think, yeah. No, I don't know. I
but
think,
it is obviously intentional. Everything he
it's-
does is wrong.
With door.
Yeah.
I thought this was, you know, one of the only sort of like bits in the film where I was like, oh, so this is intended to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, rather than just being accidentally funny. I actually thought it was quite funny, this whole bit. Just this whole bit while she was down there. And she gets a new outfit again.
Yeah, she does. He wants some of the hand sex.
He does, yeah. I mean, like, weird, yeah, time for sex, but we learn what the weird earth sex is, and they basically just join hands.
Yeah. Barbarella's not interested anymore. She wants to rule.
She wants
She's
wants the
been
old
bedded
way.
by Beastman. She's
carpet chest.
carpet chest, yeah.
And she's doing. It's really funny as well because like his like advisor walks in like mid coitus and she takes her hand away and she just looks at him and it's really awkward and he's still going.
He's still like. I suppose we should.
There's a
talk about
little
it because-
spray of smoke as well, and I, like first off, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And then like his hand just appears to
Yeah,
start.
for people who haven't obviously watched the film, basically what they do is just take a pill and then put their hands together, and then they're
Until their hands start to smoke.
well, no, they seem to be gyrating.
Oh, they
don't
gyrate,
Like
don't they bob up
their
and down.
asses seem
Like,
to start
yeah.
going, and they're like. And yeah, it's weird how she kind of comes out of it. Their hair starts getting styled up. Hers starts getting like curls,
Curls,
and styled.
yeah, like proper perm curls,
Yeah.
and his just goes
fucking
like,
mental
yeah.
and sparkly. Like he's
Stuck his finger in a plug socket.
he's obviously having a great time.
He's loving it, isn't he? He's having a whale of a time.
mentally jizzing all over the place. I mean, I don't know how this weird sex.
I don't
thing
know.
works.
No, I'm
I
not
was
sure. I
thinking
get the feeling
something
it's all
like,
in your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, like future cop. That's not what the film's called. Future cop. I'm saving the world from the past.
What do you mean? What film are you on about?
When he gets put on ice.
Oh, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
We should review that movie.
Demolition Man is a great movie.
It's got to be on the list, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
All right, we'll put it on the
It's
list.
on the list. The ever expanding list.
Take it off.
It's another one.
But yeah, I was wondering, because he's wearing a glove during this weird sex thing, is that a metaphor for protection?
Probably.
Because you think a weird hand sex thing, you'd have to be actually
Skin contact, unless the contact is purely just some kind of mental link, and it's actually more telepathy based than contact.
Pill, I guess the pill assists with that. Again, let's not even go into
poorly defined.
Let's not make sense.
Try and make sense out of something that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Like you say, the voyeur bit with the guy's just going like, oh, hello?
Am I interrupting?
And he just stands there and watches. Voyeur. Yeah.
And then after that,
we learn Duran.
New outfit and welcome to the revolution. Here's an invisible key. This is quite important.
Yeah.
That whole invisible key thing.
And then he loses the invisible
key. It's just painful to watch.
This guy can't do anything.
He's fucking basically useless, isn't he?
And there's talk of secrets.
Yeah.
He came down the secret passage.
Yeah.
Here's the secret key to do the secret revolution. He just keeps saying secret.
Thing is, nothing should be a secret to her if he wants her help.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a secret from other people. He's telling her that it was a secret.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, this guy's Captain.
He's like a Monty Python character, isn't he?
Yeah. Just everything he's doing seems to be wrong to start with.
Yeah, he just kind of makes things worse, doesn't he? And then they go, and then he sends her back up, obviously, into the stoner sex room with hanging women and men in fish bowls who seem to be... They're smoking the man, aren't they? The essence of man through... It's basically a bong with a naked man in it.
When she goes through the tube, and it just kind of chucks her out on the fucking floor.
How are people again? How have the people
I'm no
not
good with tubes? I mean,
what's that even supposed to mean?
Like she's crawling up it.
Yeah,
but she's obviously not. Or maybe they just lowered her. Probably that's what they did. Is just reversed it. Just lowered
her down and then filmed it. Yeah, reversed it.
But yeah, so
and she tries to hide from the like immediately as soon as she arrives. And she's like,
is she trying to hide though? I didn't think she even noticed him. She just sat down. No,
she sat down, but then she sees him and in a wide shot, and then she's like,
oh, I must have
hand over face,
writing
kind of,
but yeah,
hand over face, and he's like, it's you, Barbarella. I noticed you from the back.
I noticed you straight away.
Yeah.
You're the Earth Woman who doesn't look anyone like the floating swing lady.
Yeah, you don't look like any of these weird bondage people. Which is saying something, considering the things she wears.
Yeah. Well, she's mostly wearing their outfits, I guess. She's landed. But yeah, like you say, she starts getting high off Essence of Man. There's that weird man bubble.
And she's like, help me!
It's been boiled alive.
It doesn't look enjoyable for him, does it?
Yeah, I like how he's not even phased that she's escaped the bird death. He's just like, oh, you escaped there, did you?
Oh, so you got out?
Oh, for the best, I guess.
Yeah. Because now I can put you into this
sex
weird sex piano. Sex piano. I like that.
Well, I mean, that's
good.
It's the best way I've thought of describing it.
I mean, what is that thing?
I don't know.
It's obviously designed to cause so much pleasure to her that she dies.
She dies.
But she out-sexes it. Because she's a hussy.
Which is really weird, because she's only had, like, sex for the first time.
Maybe she's just, like, the chosen one.
The chosen sexual...
sexness.
The chosen all sexiness.
Yeah, the chosen one for all sexiness.
So you think that in this town where evil and
debauchery
is commonplace, and everyone's having sex, and
they would have been able to build a sex machine that might actually kill someone because they've got...
Well, surely that sex machine, if that's killing people who are evil, why can she possibly withstand it if she's never done it before?
Well, she's done it,
like you say, because she's the
twice.
Chosen one. She's done it twice.
Maybe she is. She's the chosen one.
Yeah.
She out-sexes it.
She's fucking loving it.
She's really uncomfortable to watch, though, isn't it? Like, when this scene was on, this was the first scene Charlotte saw of the film, and she walked in while I was watching it. She was on the phone to her dad, and she was just looked at it, and she kind of just, like, looked at me and just, what the fuck are you watching? And I was just like,
sex piano.
Sex piano.
Come on.
And then obviously... And then there's the plot, the plot twist.
On fire, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She sets it on fire. But he reveals as well at this point that he's Duran Duran.
Which, why hasn't that thing gone off about 40 times already in the movie? Because he's been close to her so
Numerous
many times.
Yeah, because the plot demanded
The
it.
plot demanded it was that second. Yeah.
It starts going off when he leaves the fucking room. He's in the room, he leaves, and then it starts going off, and he comes back in and turns it off.
I'm Duran Duran.
I'm Duran Duran, you found me out. Oh.
I mean, how?
I don't know.
Yeah, how did it... This is the only detective he's concerned, but he's been so many times. He's been that proximity to her.
It's
in
just,
the film.
you don't know.
It's
and what I liked about it is she gets out of the sex piano and she's got a new outfit on.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a new
because he
outfit.
gives her some little greeny thing, doesn't he? Yeah.
And then he... I mean, I don't understand. I gotta say, from this point on in the movie, I'm struggling to follow what's going on. He gets her out of the sex piano and takes her to the Chamber of Dreams. And
he tells her his big plot, doesn't he? He wants to overthrow the queens and become the king.
So why does she go with him? Because it seems like almost like he's complying and at the moment, and there's going to be because he frames it as a double cross when he locks her in the Chamber of Dreams.
Yeah. Wait, what was her point of going in the Chamber of Dreams anyway?
Exactly. This is what I don't understand.
Well, she speaks to the guy about the revolution. But he tells her the only person who would know any information about Duran Duran would be her. So that's why she wants to break the invisible key to get in, so she could interrogate her about Duran Duran. But now she's already found out.
She already knows who Duran Duran is.
So what's
why
the point of going to
this is it.
The thing?
Why go down there? Why not just punch him in the face and be done with it?
Because she's fucking useless.
Because you fall over.
So she goes... So what's she gonna do? Is she just gonna go, yeah, I'll go in there and kill her? She doesn't really say...
I know, is she complying with him at this point?
He's got a gun on her, so I guess he's got compliance.
Yeah, and I mean, then
there doesn't seem to be any plan.
But she seems
with either of them.
She seems to think, I guess it's, he's like, you do it, because I don't want to go in there, because I'm scared of the math moth, or whatever the fucking thing's called. Go in there and kill her for me, and I'll let you live. But then he double crosses her and locks her in the room. I think that must be it. Yeah. But it's just conveyed in the most confusing...
Do these leather men have any sentience?
I guess they must have some level of sentience.
If they stop crimes, they must.
Yeah.
But he's talking about
unless they're just programmed,
and then there's just like 3 or 4 just standing there in the fucking background, like 2 seconds away. Oh, none of this makes any sense. Yeah, so he locks her in forever, and he's off to do some evil.
And there's some psychedelia.
Some more crap special effects.
At this point, for no reason. I think it's just she's looking for her. Despite the fact that you can see her from the fucking doorway, she decides that she needs to inch around the outside of the room.
Because she wakes up and is like, oh no, the key! So she walks 2 centimetres away from her bed, which is clearly where she walked in from, because he grabbed the key from that thing. So where was she wandering about for 10 years? I guess she did walk off because she saw that dream of Pygar. Or did she just wander off then?
Yeah, maybe she just went into autopilot.
She's fucking useless, isn't she?
She really is.
Where's the queen? Oh, she's right there. Oh, I'll just fucking wander off for 20 minutes.
For a minute, yeah.
Oh, God.
And then it's like...
That bed, though, it's like a sexy... It's like hands and legs.
Yeah, it's a person, isn't it? Or something.
Sexy bed.
Yeah, sexy hand bed.
Yeah, so she runs about.
And then she's running about. The revolt starts at this point.
How did he get his coronation happening so fast?
He's done,
What do you do? Just walk into
the throne room and
Queen's dead.
Queen's dead. Crown me.
Yeah.
And they're like,
yeah,
alright,
yeah,
fine. And the revolt happens, and it's a good thing that she left them all of her weapons now, in hindsight, isn't it? 'Cause she was reticent to do that prior. She was like, no, they're my weapons. Oh, alright.
Where were all those weapons? Where were
she left them with the clusterfuck man. No, the
clusterfuck man.
The revolution captain guy. And then his plan is obviously genocide, and he starts using the positronic ray to start destroying the labyrinth.
At this point, I was like, Is the solution going to be more sex? I'm pretty sure.
It's going to be more sex.
Going to be more
and
sex.
then this is what I don't get, right? Is that
he starts using the ray to kill off the revolution.
and he's quite successful in part. And then back in the handbed dream room, I don't understand. They're all really terrified of this thing called the math moth.
Yeah, the liquid.
Which I get the impression that they're saying if it detects that she's not on her own in there, it'll just go into overdrive and go nuts and kill them all.
Well, no, I thought it'll kill her.
Right.
It's saying that if she's not alone in the room, it'll kill her.
It'll kill her. But then she's like, luckily I've got this handbed that has a dome that turns into a sort of makeshift submarine, so, fuck it. Who cares?
The dome was made by the math moth.
What?
Come on, Phil! Weren't you paying attention to the integral plot points?
No, I wasn't. At this point, I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Well, basically, the evil tyrant woman goes, well, fuck him then. I'm going to end the world and just create an apocalypse. So she decides to unleash the math moth.
Unleash the math moth.
So she basically burns down her entire civilization because she's locked in a room.
Genocide.
Because she's pissed off with him.
And then, they escape through the math moth.
Well, no, I think the math moth. Okay. The weird fucking liquid shit which, as we mentioned earlier on in the film, is just water with a grey filter put over it.
Yeah.
Rises up and floods.
Floods,
shit.
yeah.
But she says that the bubble. I mean, I guess they just jumped on the bed because fucking why not? The bubble is created because the math moth is trying to protect itself from Barbarella's innocence.
Right, alright.
Because obviously it feeds off evil. So
despite the fact that she spent the last hour and a half roaming the universe having sex with people, it's terrified of her innocence.
Well, I think because, she's a fucking innocent dumbass, basically.
Yeah.
So I imagine if she went into the math moth, maybe it would harm her in some way. That's why it's created the bubble to stop it. But did you see in the scene that the tyrant woman's still trying to jump on Barbarella?
Get that booty. She's still dry humping her.
Still wants that booty.
Get off me.
Yeah.
And then obviously that sets off a chain reaction, and there's volcanoes erupting,
things are on fire.
And it somehow engulfs Duran and his positronic ray.
Yeah. But then it clearly shows when those two get out of the bed that it's on like a liquid level, but the thing's just on the fire in the background. Surely he was using the positron ray from the very top of the palace.
Yeah, that's what I would assume, because you got the best vantage point.
And you see the laser beam.
The actual beam, So
he's on fire. Why is that?
Why is he on fire?
Why is everything on fire?
Why is everything on fire?
But and then we just had some more water effects, and then he's dead.
And then he's dead. Yeah. And then they're in the surface.
Some cheesy music comes on.
They're back on the surface just in time to save Angel Boy by manually flapping his wings. I thought that was hilarious.
Like CPR.
I loved that.
Flap.
It reminded me of when you used to stoke a fire with one of those
bellows.
With a bellow. she reinflated him with his wings.
He gets all hard again.
And then he just
fly away.
And he's like, an angel has no memory. Just to throw that in for convenience.
Well, I think the sub here, I was like, oh, Pie Guy, you cheeky boy. Because she's like, why are you saving her? She's the tyrant. And he's like,
I have no memory.
But he's got like a cheeky grin on, like, I plowed that. I got some of that tyrant booty. And I'm just like, there's clearly a threesome on the cards here. I mean,
maybe that was the plan.
It's definitely implied.
Too,
yeah.
Maybe that was
just opens with them having a threesome.
And that was it, pretty much.
That was it. She flies up. Well, that's it. That's it.
It's the end of the movie.
Flying away.
Flying montage. End of movie. What the fuck just happened?
Cheesy music. That's it. No need to round off any plot points. That's it. Everyone's dead. Let's just fly away and have a threesome. What's a way to end the film? And I've just said, thank God that's over.
I guess you didn't enjoy it so much then.
It was fucking awful. One of the worst things I've ever watched in my entire life.
Same thing. It's literally the worst film I've ever seen in my life. It's
God,
just
it's
completely
so bad.
irredeemable.
It didn't even feel like it was B-movie funny. I mean, there were some funny bits in it.
Yeah,
think about
couple.
it. Get me wrong.
But like I said, most of them were unintentional,
Yeah,
just
but,
through bad
all
design.
the
I
sexual
think.
referencing just wasn't smart or...
No, not even by the standards of the era.
Yeah. I mean, this was the 60s. You had it, I mean... It feels like they were trying to go for like a sexual empowerment type thing. But
Yeah.
They just made a fucking shit movie about some
Space
bumbling
hussy.
twat that just goes around. Yeah, space hussy. Fucking bumbling
Space hussy.
twat space hussy. That's what this film should have been called. But then you probably would have got more people to watch it.
I don't know how well it did. I mean, it's obviously got like cult following now, but
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know why. Even as a cult film, I could.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard
I
to.
don't know where the redeemable features.
It's a very
are.
difficult pill to
I'd
swallow.
imagine if I go on the internet, there's some guys wrote a 50-page essay on the
quite
integral
Yeah.
debatings of Barbarella.
Yeah.
But, oh my god.
Whatever.
He said is fucking wrong. This film was bollocks.
It was, yeah. All right, I'd say it got.
So thanks for your suggestion, Alice.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
We're, clearly.
It was a good one to review.
It was a
to be
good
fair.
review. It's been the first movie I think where we've unanimously
hated
fucking
it.
hated it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon so. Yeah, it was so bad. It was only an hour and a half long as well, and it felt like forever.
forever.
I remember pausing it to like have a cigarette at one point, and just it was only a third of the way through, and I was like, ah!
Put your head in your hands.
Yeah, it was.
To sleep.
Literally was that. Oh wow!
It doesn't have anything.
got nothing.
It's got no redeemable
It's got
features.
nothing
Like I
apart
said.
from Jane Fonda, which is
Jane Fonda. I mean, we spoke about her on the previous episode.
yeah.
But
But there we go.
like I said, when a film isn't even redeemed by its addition of tits, you've got
You've
something really
got when it doesn't
bad.
take it up from a 0 out of 7 to a 1 out of 7, or by virtue of tits, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
By that, I mean I'm saying that this film gets a fat juicy 0 out of 7.
no redeemable features.
Nothing.
about
I
this film.
could, I would not wish it upon anyone. I could not recommend it to anyone for
Yeah.
anything.
So never watch it.
Never watch this film.
I mean, we had to because
We had to because we're pros.
we're in the biz. But seriously, oh my
yeah,
god, this
don't.
film was a fucking train wreck from start to finish.
There we go. So
And that's our review of Barbarella.
that's us done for
A fucking
another
train wreck.
fortnight. You can join us next fortnight
We got a response regarding
Did
the jingle
from Marcus.
from Marcus.
I mean, from that guy
Mr.
we don't know.
From Mr. M.
Is he as incensed with rage as he was before?
No, if anything, you've
I've placated him.
You've sated his anger.
Fantastic.
He says, top effort with the jingle Pip'n'Dale. It was everything I could have hoped for, which is nice.
That's good.
A catchiness riff that satisfied my ordinary senses. What a relief for both your mothers and the podcasting community at home.
My mother was very relieved. She was. She did say, "Get a jingle,
Get
you
a jingle.
twat."
What did I raise you for?
I raised you better than
Can't even put a jingle.
Can't even put
on
together
your
a
big
jingle.
jingles.
Buy all these fucking guitars.
Yeah. Why are they just for decoration?
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we sorted that out.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So yeah, next fortnight we'll be reviewing Beyond Thunderdome,
Mad Max.
Mad Max, the third Mad Max, and Max will be joining us to review Mad Max.
From Max.
And Max suggested it, so it's a triple Max
Triple Max
situation
special.
going on. Triple Max special.
Yeah.
There we go. We've coined it. It's going
Coined
out
it, yeah.
like that.
There you go.
Triple Max.
It's there.
As always, if you've been affected by
any of the issues raised, which if you've watched Barbarella you will have been affected by the issues
Really
raised. There's no
affected.
two ways about it.
Yeah.
If
Your life has been down the drain by Barbarella.
If you're a clusterfuck, space twat,
Hussy,
let us know.
please write in and tell us about your sex with carpeted chest
Sexual
man
ways.
and fucking children with
other jaunty adventures.
bitey dolls and fucking blind angel men.
And on that,
On that bombshell, we bid you farewell. Thanks for listening as always.
you can always email in just pndpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
It's too short. Shit. No, I fucked it.
You're malfunctioning.
This is definitely getting cut up.